Yeah, so today we're going to talk about, let me go this way, flip around, yay. Today we're going to talk about simplifying our schedule, and on the website, I mentioned some ways that you can do that from like a technical angle, but right now I'm going to talk more about what that means like internally in our mind of simplifying our schedule. Jen, let's start out. Jen had asked a question. Still feeling overwhelmed, any more tips? So Jen, I would just ask, like, there's a bigger pattern going on if you're overwhelmed by like tracking your points and stuff, or like where else are you getting overwhelmed in life? Let's start getting to the root cause of what's going on. What does it mean to you to be doing these things? Like you're internalizing it on some deep level. So I know you and I have a call later anyway, so we can go through it then. But if, in general, if you're ever getting triggered by something or feeling overwhelmed, you want to just ask yourself, like, where else is this a pattern? And approach it from that aspect. Where else is this showing up in my life? Where else am I getting easily overwhelmed with something that, should be fun? Why am I not allowing myself to have fun with this? What do I need to do to allow myself to be more playful as I'm going about doing this? So what I wanted to do anyway was start with a little wake your ass up breathing technique, because I just need to do this somehow. After my yoga and grocery shopping, I just totally went into relaxation. So a way you can do that if you want is block your left nose and breathe through your right. Normally I'd be using my left hand to block my nostril and breathe, but I am holding my phone, so. Activates sun energy, that Leo energy. So try it if you guys are also feeling a little like a Thursday dip and you need some energy. Okay, so the other question was, can you give us a picture of what our evening reflection should include? And so to me, that question's like, people ask, like, what exactly do you eat? And I'm like, I don't really share exactly what I eat, because what works for my body isn't going to work for yours necessarily. So my evening reflection activities might not be exactly what you want or need, because of based on where you're at, like emotionally and with the things going on in your life. But generally, my evening activities always include a little bit of journaling and a meditation to close down, and then gratitude practice. So doing those three things is like the routine that I use. So you can try that on your own. I'll be honest, like 6 years ago, 10 years ago, when I was journaling, it was just all negative stuff. Like it was just all crap that I needed to get out of my system. And so I used that journal as a way to release that stuff from my system. Now I am much better at catching myself during the day and choosing differently, so I don't have such these like strong emotions at the end of the day that I need to process. It's pretty rare. So more often it's just writing down what I'm grateful for, any like good memories or anything that made me feel good that day. Kind of monitoring myself on maybe where I, accomplished what I want to, or maybe where I fell short and what I want to do differently tomorrow. So it's really just like tuning in with your emotions and writing from that space if you're journaling. So that is what I would say for you, is like, it's tuning into your own intuition, it's tuning into your own system, what's going on, and seeing what is in there that needs to be released, the good and the bad. So hopefully that helps you. Hey, Kate. Hey, Jen. I see a couple of people joining. And it's a very internal process, like I said. So I don't mean to be vague, but it's like, what do you need to release and relax and feel good about closing your day and going to bed? Okay, we get another comment. Hi. Can we talk about the fact that I haven't done my hair yet and I actually look like I did? Yeah, go me. Having a good hair day. I was blessed by the gods. But I'm going to work out after this, so I didn't bother doing it. All right, so again, do the wake your ass up breathing if you need to. Right nostril, in and out for a minute, 3 minutes, whatever you need. And I want to just check in, like, how did it go for you guys yesterday? Was everyone able to unplug from their electronics before bed for an hour, or do anything else that was different for them that they either struggled with or noticed a shift with? You can write that in. And yesterday we focused on data detox, and one of the key ways that we distract ourselves from working towards what we really want is through Facebook, is through social media, Instagram, whatever your social media drug of choice is, or email or TV. Like, these are all electronic things that we get overwhelmed in life, so we just get on those instead of paying attention to our bigger things and working towards that, shiny, awesome goal that we're working on. So that's part of all of this, like a combo of yesterday and today. Is just noticing, like, when are you doing that stuff? When are you distracting yourself with electronics and stuff that's taking away from working towards what you want? Because remember, we've talked about in like the manifest meetings that it's attention plus intention equals results. So what you're putting your attention on is creating results in your life. So if you're not putting enough attention on relaxing, and relaxing really isn't like considered like watching TV or Facebook, although it can be more relaxing than other things. So, but relaxing, focusing on what's important, not doing those things, not putting your attention on those things, the process gets slower for you of creating what you want. But today is all about simplifying your schedule. And while I said, there are things on the website that I wrote that you can literally do to simplify your schedule, what I find a lot of times with myself and with clients that I work with is that it's as much about the mental spinning that we do about our schedule as it is about how busy our schedules actually are. Hey, Audrey. So, give me a like or like a heart if you resonate with that. Like, you overwhelm yourself thinking about everything you have to get done as much as it is that you have a list of things to do. Hey, Kate. So we basically sit at our desks, right? And we sit at our desks to do our work. And instead, we're sitting there, helicopter. Instead, we're sitting there and we're focused on everything that we have to do. So we're not actually focused on the task at hand. Let me just, big time. Okay, yeah, you guys are resonating with that. That's awesome. More specific things, like what we should journal about. Okay. So we kind of get paralyzed by our schedules when we look at it. And there was this when I was like big into Reiki, which is still an awesome tool. I just don't use it as much because it's not a tool that I can give to clients to use, so I don't rely on it as much in my toolbox. But one of the central teachings of Reiki is just for today. And what that really means is like just focusing on what you need to do today and just focusing on what you need to do in this moment. So staying present to, what do I need to just do in this next hour? And when you break it down into simple terms like that, it becomes much more manageable and easier to approach, instead of like, oh my God, like I know the online girls, like, I'm launching something in a month, and then we get totally overwhelmed by everything we have to do between now and the month. So instead, if you can simplify your schedule by writing out kind of what are the activities along the way, that gives you a way to be able to break down what you need to do just today. Like, today's totally manageable. The next month today, oh my gosh, it like, if you saw my post today, it can like freak out your back. We put so much stressor, that would be a combination of stress and pressure on our backs of like the emotional stuff that we're feeling. So just for the next hour, what do you need to get done? Just for the next half day, what do you need to get done? Just until 5 o'clock today, what do you need to get done? And then as you start doing them, it's like just focusing on that one thing. And so let me see. Okay, people are writing stuff here. All right, so basically it's like, how do I stay present? And we kind of touched on this yesterday when we were talking, but one of the, I posted the name of the book on the after the video yesterday. It's called The Untethered Soul. And I love The Power of Now. It's a good book, but for me, Michael Singer really brought the whole concept home of being mindful and being present. And I remember the first time I was like driving down the road to work and I was getting all worked up internally about something. And I was like freaking out and I was getting so upset. And I had that moment of realizing like, all I'm really doing right now is driving my car down the road. I'm the one creating this like chaos inside. And when I was able to step back and just witness it and go, wow, like look at what I'm doing, the impact of what I was feeling immediately melted. And then I actually like got to a place where I was laughing about, oh my God, I'm being totally insane right now. I'm driving down the street and I'm creating such chaos and turmoil for myself internally, and nothing's even going on. Like the skies are blue, there's a good song on the station, and like the temperature's great in my car, but this is a horrible experience because I'm creating it. So the more we can step into that space of witness and just go, oh my gosh, look, I'm freaking out today about everything I have to get done. Wow, you can tap on it if you want to, or you can just make the choice like, wow, I've been freaking out about everything I have to do. I'm going to make the choice right now just to focus on what I need to do in the next hour to be successful today in my day. And you can put your hand over your solar plexus and make an affirmation like, what would it be like? I give myself permission to focus on what matters hour by hour, day by day. Something like that, where it kind of like emotionally resets you and it helps you remember that it's not about figuring everything out for the next 40 days in this hour. That's going to paralyze you, catching yourself, and then going back to the task at hand and shutting down whatever you need to. Like, so shut down the email, shut down the social media. It'll be there in an hour. Those are distractions. Those are sabotaging mediums for us. So that is pretty much your challenge today, is just to become the witness to when you're feeling overwhelmed by your schedule. Make the choice to focus on, sorry, I thought that was my cat. Make the choice to focus on just the next hour or the next 2 hours or a more manageable chunk, and then see how that feels. Notice the shift. And when you notice the shift, congratulate yourself and honor yourself and be like, damn, that's badass that I just did that. I totally shifted my energy and I'm going to be focused and kick ass for the next hour. So acknowledge it too that you did it. And I promise it will work, and it will get easier over time. The more you practice this stuff, the easier it gets. It might be hard at first, it'll get easier, but you will notice the shift right away when you become the witness to how you're freaking out as opposed to being like a participant in your freak out. And then tomorrow, I'm super excited about tomorrow. Ignite Your Light. We're going to get a little magical up in this joint. I'm sharing an amazeballs visualization with you to get you flying high. So just practice what you need to practice today, stay focused on your stuff, and break it down into small chunks. Think of it that way. And then tomorrow we're going to engage in a little magic and fun and everything else to end your week. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, let me know how all this is going. I'd love to hear from you guys and see what's working, see which ones are challenging you, and see which ones have created a little shift for you. Did you realize you were chewing your food way too fast the other day? Or how is trying to drop into witness mode going for you? So let me know. And then Jen, we can talk on our call to see what's kind of the root cause of some of this stuff. All right. Bye. Have an amazing day.